I can see everybody from here, so that's okay.
They're able to see you in the other close one.
Oh, lovely. Mm. So it's only logical the birthday baby speaks first, no? Only then
The more I talk, the less you hear of Mahatria. He had made a symbol of heart on the stage. And he has carried us in his heart from the day we saw him in 2005. And we are in 2024. When we came in this building, we didn't have people to fill up the building. Today, when we did the 11-11-24, they were not people, they were hearts which filled up the building. Thank you very much, Mahatria.
That makes Mahatria special because Mahatria is the only person who can make Guru Prasad Makum speak less. Ideally, I feel like taking questions, but there's something that I wanted to speak on. A few incidences which you may not have heard from my life. I used to run a software consultancy called Grey Matter, and I got an opportunity to propose for a company called E.A.D. Perry, where my father has been working from the time he was 18. I had quoted 29,000 rupees for the project, and Sushila, the general manager who was negotiating with me, told me that for this project, I feel the right price is 21,000. I immediately told Sushila, with E.A.D. Perry, I will not negotiate. You tell me at what price I have to do the project, I'll do the project. Because my father has been working here from the time he was 18. He got married to my mother with the salary he earned from E.A.D. Perry. He brought me up in life where every morsel of food and every spoon of milk that I've had in life has come from E.A.D. Perry. I'm actually a product of E.A.D. Perry. The course fees that we paid for the computers that I learned came from E.A.D. Perry. I cannot negotiate with E.A.D. Perry. I said in Tamil, எங்க ஃபேமிலி வாழற வாழ்க்கையே வந்து E.A.D. Perry எங்களுக்கு போட்ட பிச்சை தான். The entire life that my family is living has only come because of E.A.D. Perry. So with E.A.D. Perry, I will not be able to negotiate. Sushila immediately had tears in her eyes. She said, I've been working here for 22 years and I have not thought in this perspective even once. The reason I'm sharing this with you is something that has made a humongous difference to me is, for me, my place of work is my primary place of worship. Even the 10 rupee we can put in a temple hundi comes only because of the place of work where I am working. Or I'll put it this way. Maybe this Krishna will bless us to earn a lot more in future. But that Krishna came because of whatever we earned in the past. We would have paid, no? Where did that money come from? So Krishna can bless us to have an abundant future. But one thing I know, because of all the work we did in the past, only that Krishna itself is here. Otherwise that Krishna will not be there. So for me, a place of work is my primary place of worship. And the greatest beneficiary by living by that philosophy is yourself, more than anybody else. So for me, I have not come to Guru and Jana corporate office. I've come on a pilgrimage to a temple called Guru and Jana. That is what I feel. To all the skeptical people, I'll come last. Okay. 2. Since I see a very young organization, there's a lot of debate that's going on about what Narayana Murthy said, 70 hours a week. And should there be a 70-hour week? Is it fair? Especially we are from Bangalore. Okay. We need that nightlife, weekend. It's the ethos of Bangalore. We need to chill. And that's called a cool life. I'm not saying everything I say will click with everybody, but I wish it clicks with someone. There is this word called legacy that is being used often. Let's define the word legacy. What I do today, will it benefit me only today? Or what I do today, will I enjoy the benefit of it even tomorrow? Anything I do today, and I can continue to enjoy the benefit of what I did today even tomorrow, it's called a legacy. Which means, today I can eat something because it's very tasty, and I will enjoy it today. The question is, will it contribute to my health tomorrow or not? If it will contribute to my healthier body tomorrow, it's called a legacy. If it isn't, it's only called pleasure. I want to sleep for 10 more minutes, or I can exercise for 10 minutes. If I sleep for 10 more minutes, it'll make me feel good, but will it make me fitter and healthier tomorrow? No. But if I exercise those 10 minutes, it'll do something to my body, and my body will be functionally much more fit the next day. It's called legacy. So anything that I do today, the benefit of which I will also reap in the future is called legacy. Anything I do today, where only for today it will serve some purpose, it will not serve any purpose tomorrow, are called pleasures in life. The only way you can improve the life of your family is through work. Through no other way. Whether your children will go to good school or not, whether your parents will get to experience the pilgrimages they want to attend to, when you have to give the best health care for your parents, will you be able to give them the best health care or only affordable health care for them? Will you be in every way? Work is the only means by which I can lift the standard of life of my loved ones. Everything else, TV, mobile, social media, hanging out with friends, drinking tea or beer, whatever it is, dancing in a disco, everything else will give me that evening of pleasure, that weekend of pleasure, but it does not help me to grow where I would continue to derive the benefit of it in the future. So as a result, if I want to be selfishly focused on my own pleasure, then I think we can argue with Narayana Murthy. But if you want to be selfless enough, where in the way you work, you want to ensure the life of everyone around you becomes better. Your parents, your grandparents, your uncle, your cousin, your children, your spouse, and yourself. Then I don't think we have a choice. We don't have a choice. 99% of all of us sitting here, inside this building, are either still middle class or lower middle class, or we have our beginnings as lower middle class. We don't have the privilege of inheritance. That is why probably a lot of you have taken the tougher route of being a chartered accountant or becoming a finance professional. Because you could have taken, there are easier routes available. You've taken this. And the only way you can lift your life. Yesterday I was in Ahmedabad, and Tuesday evening I was taking a car to the airport in Chennai. And as the car was crossing a place called Gindi towards the airport in Chennai, I saw from the staircase, the train should have stopped, the local train should have stopped. Everybody were running towards the subway because you have to cross the road and come this side and catch the first bus that comes. And I was smiling because I have been in that place. I have run along with the crowd. I have run through the subway. I have hung on the footboard of the bus and traveled because you can't be late to your place of work. And today I'm sitting inside a driver-driven car and enjoying that whole thing. And I'm looking back and realizing, what are the special talents and capabilities you have? Nobody can beat me on effort. That one thing I can challenge anybody on the world. Nobody can beat me on effort. The way I live my life, you cannot see and tell he's 60 years old. It's not possible. Day first day night, I reached Ahmedabad at 1:30. Last night, I reached Bangalore at 3 o'clock. I was 3 a.m. by the time I reached there. And you will not see any signs. You will not see any of those signs. That's not possible. Because if I work today, my tomorrow will be better. If I work today, everyone's tomorrow will be better. And hence, that is the only way to do it. So any one of you where you think TGIF, TGIM, thank God it's Monday. You are not Ambani's children for you to be looking forward to weekends. Your grandchildren, if they have to have TGIF in their life, then we have to be the generation that has to TGIM. We have to look forward to work. We don't have an alternative. That's the only way we can lift the life of other people. Last but not the least, with this I conclude. I have a weakness, and a lot of you can relate to it. I cannot stand anything that is overhyped. Anything that's overhyped, I cannot stand. Too much Virat. I will love Virat Kohli till everybody says Virat Kohli, Virat Kohli, Virat Kohli, Virat Kohli. I won't watch after that. बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. I was a crazy Dhoni fan till I realized Chennai has gone mad. Even if they show him in TV inside air-conditioned, he plays a sport where he's supposed to be in dugout. He's sitting in the AC. And crowd goes, tala, tala, tala. I won't watch Dhoni. I haven't watched the Shiva Karthikeyan's movie yet. Mahatria, you should definitely. I won't watch. I have a weakness. I'm not talking about anyone. I have a weakness. If anybody is overhyped, then I have a tendency to withdraw. So if I were you, if there is overhype about Mahatria, everybody says Mahatria, 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 Mahatria. If I were you, I'll withdraw myself from Mahatria. If there is an overhype about Gurujana, it's not about being chartered accountant. It's about being chartered accountant, Gurujana. It's not about being a financial. It has to be Gurujana. Then I will all right. Or let's take the hero of the day. Everybody says saying, Guru Prasad Makam, Guru Prasad Makam, Guru Prasad Makam. Then I would like to go to a corner tea shop and chai packet ke. Okay. So much they are telling about him. उसका गाड़ी रिवर्स करने के लिए नहीं आता है, देखा है? Okay. 100% you can be sure I will form a gang around tea shop. Anybody who's so much so, for his happiness, I'll share this. The amount of hype that happened about Narendra Modi, in Infinite Path, I started talking about Narendra Modi. Uska bahut gussa ho gaya. Okay. He wrote one email to me saying that it hurts me every time you make a joke about Prime Minister Ji, Narendra Modi Ji. Okay. Take it hurts you. Okay. Narendra Modi is Prime Minister character for me, course material. I love him. So उसके लिए मैं बंद कर दिया उसके बारे में बात नहीं करता. Okay, I don't talk about him at all. But I have this weakness. I get skeptical about anything that is overhyped. I immediately tend to withdraw from the whole thing. Mahatria, you still have that weakness? I've turned it into one of my greatest strengths. If anything is overhyped, I would ask myself one simple question. Man is not entitled to think against. This is the essence of Jainism. I'm not going into religion, but this is the essence. Mahatria, are you a Jain? Yes. Oh, is it? I didn't know you're a Jain. I'm also Christian. I'm also Muslim. I'm also an atheist. I'm also an infiniteist. I'm Mahatria. I'm everything. But what context I'm speaking is, there is a law of life where the moment you think against anything, the flow of energy will stop in your life. Doesn't matter what it is. You are entitled to think for, you are not entitled to think against. So which means, we can strive to become bigger than the big four, but we cannot think against big four. We cannot. That we are not allowed to think. You can think for India, but you cannot think against Russia or against Ukraine or against Palestine or against Israel. You are not allowed to think. For, you are allowed to think. So the law of life is, as long as you think for, there will be flow of energy into you. The moment you start thinking against, that flow of energy will stop. And that flow of energy will stop is literally like me switching off the mic right now. I can continue to speak, but nobody hears. So unless there is flow of energy, however capable you are, all India rank holder, doesn't matter. If the flow of energy stops in you, it will halt your growth. The only way we can continue to keep growing is uninterrupted power supply is required, then all these equipments will work. As long as there is unlimited flow of energy, we can press the speed button as far as our growth is concerned. So what is the hack? If I am skeptical, or if I am very judgmental in nature, or in this case where Mahatria says, I cannot handle anybody who is overhyped. So somewhere the natural judging aspect of you starts thinking, what are the flaws or what are the shortcomings in the other person? What you can think about? Or how have you solved it? By simply replacing it with a simple question. What can you learn? So let us start from there. What can you learn from Narendra Modi? I think the greatest inspiration I learn has nothing to do with politics. If at the age of 75 a person can work for 11 continuous years without taking a single day break or talking about ailment or sickness or tiredness, including COVID times, I think no Indian citizen has a right to think about 40 hours work. I'm not even talking about politics here. I'm led in a country by a leader who has shown, and all cameras are on him all the time. And a leader has shown me, at the age of 75, so much, you guys go to Mysore and come back, you get tired, take 2 days off. Mysore and come back. This morning he is in Guyana, next morning he is there in G20 summit, tomorrow morning he will be inaugurating on Vande Bharat Express somewhere else. No jet lag, no time zone issues, when he takes rest, what it is, nobody knows. But in 11 years, we have seen today he has participated in some event, some activity every day without rest. Now, for me, I'm asking myself, that's the quality I want to be inspired by him. Now, where is skepticism now? That's been replaced by inspiration. What is that I want to learn from Virat Kohli? Something very, very simple. It might be very important learning for all of you. He played, his strength was his aggressiveness. Very aggressive. He will antagonize opposition. Opposition was scared of him. Opposition is to say, don't make him angry. If he becomes angry, he'll score 100. And he got married to Anushka Sharma, which might be one of the best things that could have happened to him. He has never been loved the way she loves him. He's enjoying his children so much. But in the entire process, Anushka Sharma has done one thing, has taken away his aggressiveness. Now he prefers to throw his arms around an Australian player. Now he jokes around with an Afghan player. And in the entire process, now he keeps defense and he is bold. Opposition is not scared of him anymore. So for me, the biggest inspiration is this. Whatever the core nature of a person should not be tinkered with. If anger is your strength, that is your strength. Don't give it away. If aggressiveness is your strength, that is your strength. See, each one of us can be a natural success, but we can only be an unnatural failure. By taking the natural instinct of a person, he is no more the cricketer the world fears. So for me, the greatest inspiration for all of us as parents, as organizational leaders, as well-wishers, as spouses, as a teacher, one of the greatest learning for me is never tinker with the originality of a person. God has designed you with certain innate qualities. It may not be approved by some, but that's your strength. Without aggressiveness, Virat Kohli can be a good human being, but he cannot be a great cricketer. That's his strength, and that cannot be taken away from him. So for me, the greatest inspiration I take from there is that. And our overhyped leader, Guru Prasad Makam, for me, the greatest inspiration I take from him is man of convictions. You cannot tinker with his convictions. Whatever you want to say, you can say. What he believes, he will continue to believe. You cannot alter his beliefs. You cannot. Whether that is ethics, whether it's moral, or whether like he can design this office and give all of you a feeling it's your idea, but finally it's his idea. Okay. He has decided this is how it should be done. You all can go with a counter idea for a meeting. After the meeting, you feel he is right and you come back. Okay. So for me, the greatest inspiration I take from him is you have to be a man of conviction. If everybody can alter what you believe in, you're a puppet. Our hero is not a puppet. He runs the puppet show. पूरा स्ट्रिंग्स उसके पास है. And the greatest inspiration from him is, if you have to be an empowering leader, you have to be a man of conviction. And we all salute you because you are a man of conviction. Absolutely. Don't miss the point. The point here is, by thinking against, you block the flow of energy. By thinking for only, you create the flow of energy. If the energy has to keep flowing in you, even if you are judgmental, even if you are skeptical, by simply replacing it with one question, what can I be inspired about? That is how you should look at your leader. What is one leadership quality of my leader in the team that I can pick up? What is one quality which I admire in my dad that I can internalize? What is the most amazing aspect of my mom that I can internalize? Then we don't have to go to any other universities. We are surrounded by these living universities from where we can inspire, and so much can be done. Leaving a dream for all of you, for the size of opportunity that I was about to say India, but you guys have written everywhere Bharat, 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 so I will use the word Bharat. For the size of opportunity Bharat offers, and the sort of skill sets that we have, I think we have to be globally sought after, not nationally sought after. Then there must be at least 11 of you. Within 11 years, each one of you should be leading a size as much as this building. That is the dream that I leave behind for all of you. In 11 years' time, at least 11 of you will be leading a team of the size that is housed inside this building. So we should have minimum 11 such legendary offices from where we are operating. And I think it's an achievable dream. Lag gaya na mere ko? Ho jayega. Loving you all so much.